Picture a freezing night in the 1930s when the world felt colder than ever before and hope was in short supply. The Great Depression was in full swing, casting a shadow over every city and small town across America. Hobos, men and women with nothing but grit and determination, traveled the endless rails, searching for work, warmth, and a sense of belonging. With no homes to return to and no heaters to chase away the chill, they relied on their ingenuity and the kindness of strangers. From scraps, old tin cans, bits of wire, and worn cloth, they built a lifeline. The Hobo Can Heater, a simple invention born out of necessity. This small portable heater was more than just a source of warmth. It was a beacon of hope in the darkness, a reminder that even in the hardest times, people could create comfort with their own hands. It could heat a cup of coffee, warm cold hands, and keep spirits alive when everything else seemed lost. The Hobo Heater became a symbol of resilience and resourcefulness, a testament to the power of human creativity in the face of adversity. Knowledge, not gadgets, was their greatest survival tool. The ability to adapt, to make do with what little they had, kept them going. Skills were shared in camps and along the tracks, building community in hardship. Stories, tips, and tricks passed from one traveler to another, forging bonds that lasted a lifetime. Today, these simple skills matter more than ever. In a world that can still surprise us with sudden challenges, knowing how to create warmth from almost nothing is invaluable. When the power goes out or you're stranded in the cold, knowing how to make a Hobo Can Heater could save you or your loved ones, turning a desperate moment into one of self-reliance. It's not just a project, it's a connection to a history of survival, a living link to those who came before us and endured. Prepare for the unexpected by learning from the past. The lessons of yesterday can empower us to face tomorrow's challenges with confidence. You're more capable than you think. With a little knowledge and a lot of heart, you can overcome more than you ever imagined. Sometimes, the simplest tools are the most powerful, carrying with them the wisdom and spirit of generations. This old flame can still light our way, reminding us that survival is not just about enduring, but about finding hope and warmth, even in the coldest nights. The Hobo Can Heater is a true survival multi-tool, ingeniously simple yet incredibly effective. Whether you're deep in the wilderness or just camping in your backyard, this little device can make a world of difference. It keeps your hands and feet warm on cold nights, and can raise the temperature in a small shelter. When the temperature drops and the wind picks up, having a reliable source of heat can be the difference between comfort and misery. It's a portable fireplace and a stove, heat water for coffee or soup, or warm a meal to lift your spirits. After a long day outdoors, nothing beats a hot drink or a warm meal, and the Hobo Heater makes that possible almost anywhere. It's a reliable fire starter, helping you dry tinder and light a larger campfire even in tough conditions. Wet wood and damp air are no match for the steady heat it provides, making fire building much easier. The steady flame is a bridge to bigger fires for warmth, cooking, or signaling. If you need to attract attention or just want to keep your camp cozy, this tool is up to the task. It also acts as a small lantern, providing just enough light to see in the dark. When the sun goes down, the gentle glow can help you navigate your campsite or tent without blinding your night vision. You can find your gear, read a map, or simply feel safer. That little bit of light can make all the difference when you're far from civilization, giving you peace of mind and a sense of security. All this from a can you make yourself, almost for free. With just a few recycled materials and a bit of creativity, you can build a tool that serves so many purposes. In survival, versatility is everything. The more uses you can get from a single item, the lighter your pack and the better your chances. The Hobo Heater proves that simple tools can do it all. It's a reminder that you don't need fancy gear to thrive outdoors, just resourcefulness and a little know-how. It's warmth, food, fire, and light, right in your hands. With a Hobo Heater, you're always prepared for whatever the wild throws your way. The beauty of this project is its simplicity. You don't need any specialized equipment or expensive supplies, just a few everyday items you probably already have at home or can easily find. Start with a steel can. Soup or vegetable cans work best. Make sure it's clean and free of any labels or residue, as leftover food or paper can interfere with the project. Check with a magnet to make sure it's steel, not aluminum. Steel is magnetic and safe for this project, while aluminum won't work, and could be hazardous if heated. You'll need a metal coat hanger for wire, perfect for the wick support and handle. If you don't have a coat hanger, any sturdy steel wire will do, as long as it can hold its shape. Grab pliers with a wire cutter to shape and trim the wire. These will help you bend the wire into the right form and cut it to the length you need, making assembly much easier. For the wick, use 100% cotton cloth. An old t-shirt or jeans are ideal. Cotton burns steadily and safely, making it the best choice for this homemade heater. Avoid synthetics, they melt and release toxic fumes. Always double-check your fabric to make sure it's pure cotton. Look for labels, or do a quick burn test if you're unsure. Cut a strip about 1 inch wide and 12 inches long. This size works well for most cans, but you can adjust it if your can is larger or smaller. You'll also need dry sand or dirt to fill the can. This absorbs fuel and keeps things safe. Sand helps distribute the heat evenly and prevents spills, making your heater more reliable. Finally, use 70% isopropyl alcohol as fuel. It burns cleanly and safely. Avoid higher concentrations, as they can be more volatile and less safe for indoor use. No need for fancy gear, just resourcefulness. Most of these items are common household supplies, so you can get started right away. With these basics, you're ready to build a heater that could make all the difference in an emergency or chilly night. Let's get started and see how it all comes together. First, make the wick support. Cut an 8-inch piece of coat hanger wire and bend it into a wide flat U with a peak in the middle. This will cradle the wick. Bend the ends down to form legs so it stands inside the can, keeping the wick centered and stable. Test the fit. It should stand firmly at the bottom. Next, make the handle. Cut a 12 to 15-inch piece of wire, bend hooks on each end, and attach them under the can's rim. Squeeze the hooks tight with pliers for a secure fit. The handle lets you move the heater safely, even when hot. These simple wire pieces are key to safe, effective use. With the support and handle ready, you're halfway there. Now, let's prepare the core, the wick and sand. Roll your cotton strip tightly into a small cylinder. Think of a mini sleeping bag. Secure it with a bit of wire or cotton string. Avoid anything that could melt. Place the wick in the cradle of your wire support. Insert the support and wick into the center of your empty can. Make sure the wick stands straight and doesn't touch the sides. Fill the can with dry sand or dirt, packing it gently around the wick and support. The sand absorbs fuel and keeps the heater safe if tipped over. Leave about a 1/4 inch of wick above the sand. This setup ensures a steady, controlled flame. Now you're ready to add fuel. Pour 70% isopropyl alcohol slowly onto the sand, circling the wick. Stop when the sand is saturated but not flooded. No liquid should pool on top. Let the heater sit for a minute so the wick absorbs the fuel. The cotton draws alcohol up by capillary action, ready for ignition. In a safe, open area, use a long match or lighter to ignite the wick. The flame may start large, then settle into a steady, blue glow. This is a clean, efficient burn, ideal for heat, light, and cooking. Always respect the open flame, and keep flammables away. Your Hobo Can Heater is now ready to serve. Use it wisely and safely. Safety is everything. Never use the heater in a sealed space. Alcohol flames consume oxygen and can produce carbon monoxide. Always ventilate your shelter and never sleep with the heater burning. Keep the wick trimmed to a 1/4 inch for a small clean flame. The can gets extremely hot. Use the wire handle, not your hands. To extinguish, blow out the flame or use a snuffer cap. Let the can cool before refueling and never add fuel to a hot or lit heater. These precautions keep you safe. In a world of complex technology, simple skills like this are invaluable. Building a Hobo Can Heater is about self-reliance and resourcefulness. It's a link to a history of survival and ingenuity. Try making one. Learn, respect the fire, and pass on the knowledge. Sometimes the simplest skills are the most powerful.